Hi, I'm Bob from BlackMagic Design, and today we're here at the NAB 2023 booth talking about all the new announcements from BlackMagic. So first off, we introduced Resolve 18.5. It's in beta now. It has a host of new features, including text, audio to text. So you can highlight clips and it'll automatically generate subtitles that you can edit and enhance your production by putting in the subtitling either embedded or right on the screen. And we have also new tools in the audio section of the edit, or the cut page. So the cut page now has the ability to do split editing. We've also changed the way that we do some of the menus, and it's much easier now. Less clicks, so you can just get down to editing. In the Fusion Effects area, we have this new universal scene descriptor, which that script allows us to go out to render engines. So we're really improving the whole workflow. There's also a new way to group nodes to make it look more linear like some other software, so it makes people be able to jump into Fusion from other platforms. On the color page of DaVinci Resolve 18.5, we have our new relight tool. This allows you to position a light into the scene that looks like it's naturally lit. So what it does is you analyze this, it analyzes the scene automatically, and then you introduce the light and you can position it anywhere in the scene. It's really cool, and then of course if it has too much light you can always mask it, but it really has this great 3D effect that you're able to position the light so it looks like it was done in camera. We also have other new tools in the Fairlight page, and all of these things can be found on the website. It's DaVinci Resolve 18.5 beta for both the free version and the full studio version, and we hope to release it fully by the end of the summer. Now, in camera news, we introduced the new Ursa 12K OLPF. So that's an optical low pass filter. This is great for virtual production work, so it eliminates moire and things like that. Now, a lot of people choose to do their own filtering, so we're going to have both models. They're the same price, but the OLPF model is now out and available for sale. We also introduced some new an ENG kit that goes on the Ursa broadcast, so it eliminates, it's got like a cover over top so that you can actually eliminate the chances of getting water inside if you're out on a fire scene, things like that. It's got a cool tool to hold the light. It's got one for the microphone. It's got a new handle, and it has a thing that you put on the side so you can hold a microphone transmitter as well as an SSD drive that you're recording to. So that's available now as well. And for all of the YouTube and TikTok people, we have a new software update to our pocket camera. So now you can shoot vertically, and this way it puts the image vertically, records it that way. It shows up in a DaVinci Resolve timeline as a vertical image, and then of course you can just output straight away to TikTok or Instagram. And we introduced new switchers in the ATEM line. We have a new ATEM 4ME Constellation 4K switcher that builds upon our Constellation HD switchers that we announced last year. And we have a new ATEM Television Studio 4K 8. Now that is the latest version of our Television Studio products that we just announced the HD version. There's a new 4K version that has 8 inputs and 10 aux outputs to help with recording ISOs into HyperDecks and things like that. We also have some new IP products. So in the DeckLink area, we have a DeckLink IP card that adds a 10 gig Ethernet port to the computer that is isolated from the traditional Ethernet port of the computer. So it just isolates your network that way. It's got a buffer behind the firewall, its own firewall. We have 3 different cards in that area. We have the DeckLink IP card that has the 10 gig slot. We have a DeckLink SDI IP card that has 2 SDIs that can be either in or out, as well as the 10 gig Ethernet port. And then we have an optical fiber version that has a 10 gig optical fiber socket for it, so it gives people flexibility. And then in addition to that, we have a Teranex IP that it has 3 SDIs, so it's Teranex IP with 3 times 3G, right? So what that means is that you can bring in 3 different SDI-based 1080p signals and put it down one 10 gig Ethernet port. And it has in and out as well as loop through on that box, and this gives people that bridge to go from the SDI world to the IP world. And the other thing we have are our new docks. So we have dock pods that are two bay dock pod and a 4-bay dock pod, and this is for our cloud area. So the Cloud Dock 2 has 2 slots for SSD drives, and it also has 2 10 gig Ethernet ports. The 4-bay has 4 SD card slots and 4 10 gig Ethernet ports. So it gives you a switch as well as the ability to move these files from the docks onto. So it's great for on-set to move it onto your larger cloud stores. And as always, for more information, go to our website, blackmagicdesign.com.